Hello everyone, it's Kiki, and this video is another redraw, because I love redrawing things. This is one of the Linktobers I did in 2020. It was the first day prompt for the shadow calendar, which last year was the first year that the shadow calendar was a thing, and I very much enjoyed it. But this was the first one for the shadow calendar, and it remained one of my favorites through the entire month as I worked on all the other ones as well. But, like, obviously there were some anatomy things, and just because of how small it was, like, little details, especially like his face and stuff like that, that I wanted to adjust. As well as just the atmosphere and mood of the picture. I feel like I did a pretty good job with it, with the skills I have currently with the alcohol markers. Like the year previously I had done Skull Kid, and it ended up kind of being this moody thing, and I feel from that to this, not last year, the year previously, from that to this, I had improved on being able to give that sort of darker atmosphere. But even with that, I wanted to take it a little bit further and give it a little bit more dimension and depth and stuff. I also just kind of wanted to change his pose a bit, as well as his expression. The way his head and such is kind of positioned in the marker drawing, I knew what I was going for, but it didn't quite give off the feel I wanted. I mean, I still really love it, but I kind of wanted the cocky, you really think you can do anything? Like, you're pathetic. Kind of a, like, I don't even, like, have to try, look at me, I'm so chill, just leaning on this tree, my arms crossed, and rah. I feel like having his head down as far as I did, sort of, while it still kind of gives off this kind of cocky vibe, I feel like having the chin slightly up, and with more of like a I'm looking down on you, as well as just the way I have the mouth, the mouth smiling, like I adjusted so it's not like a straight side-on shot of his face. It's the three-quarter thing, which I still really need to work on. I did pretty good here. But I feel like I portrayed that sort of cocky, snide attitude better here. He also just looks a little bit more evil. But yeah, I'm really happy with how he turned out in this one. I adjusted a few small things, like his ear and his hat a little bit, and his clothes. Mostly it was the head and face that got changed. The rest of it, for the most part, stayed pretty much exactly the same position-wise. I just sort of fixed proportions, like with the arms and stuff, and made his torso not look so squished. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm a lot happier with the conveyed emotion from him in this, but I do still love the original traditional version that I did as well. His foot's, I mean, separately they look great. Together they're a little awkward. I think I do fix it a little bit later, but they could be better. But I wasn't too super worried about it, because there is the fog that's in front of it, so you don't really see them. Added a few extra trees in the background, just to sort of help give a little more depth to it. And, yeah, other than that, it was colors and shading and atmosphere and all that. One of the things, it was almost like a tone challenge without being a tone challenge. even with the original drawing, because I mostly just did use grays. Now I did use like some browns and stuff as well for like the trees, but and then like obviously the red for his eyes and such. But yeah, I did end up like it wasn't completely like a gray tone challenge. Like there were blues and browns and the red. I do plan to eventually do like how I did the sepia one. I plan to do strictly grays eventually, soon, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I did the line work and the coloring and shading. I did actually stream. I've mentioned before that I'm trying to get back into streaming. My mommy's texting me. That I'm trying to get back into streaming. The past like 2 months, month and a half, something like that, I was in the middle of changing jobs, so I haven't streamed at all recently. I plan to start again on my days off. But yeah, with streaming, it will, for now at least, only be digital art. I don't have a confident way of streaming any kind of traditional art, especially not with my lighting, or lack thereof. But yeah, I am gonna, as I've said multiple times before, but actually gonna hold myself to it this time, try to stream at least once every weekend, my weekend being Thursday to Saturday. But yes, so I hope you enjoy this and like the result, and let me know which one's your favorite. Do you prefer the traditional one that I did with the alcohol markers, or do you prefer the digital one? I honestly can't choose. I love them both. They both have their own sort of feel to them. I do kind of like the digital pose a little bit better, but I do love the traditional one as well. coming near the close here. I did kind of feel bad during the streaming part of the streaming of this part, because a lot of what I was doing couldn't actually be seen by those watching in the stream, because the layer and settings box and any of the windows that pop up, like the reference picture even, can't actually be seen on stream. The OBS doesn't pick it up. I don't know why. And I haven't figured out how to get it to pick it up. So if you do ever come watch me stream, you won't see the layer box and the settings box. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and maybe go check out some of my other stuff, and maybe I'll see you around on my arty journey. Until then, bye.